Let's talk about the poet that turned anger into power. They said her words were too angry. They said she was too loud, too black, too woman, too queer. But what they didn't tell us is that Audre Lorde's voice was a mirror, and she made the world look at itself. Black history that makes you go, In this episode, we honor Audre Lorde, a poet, feminist, and warrior who taught that silence is a weapon of the oppressor, and that our differences, when embraced, are our greatest strength. They told us poetry was just beauty on paper, but Lorde wrote poetry that burned, bled, and built movements. Here's what really happened. Audre Lorde was born in New York City in 1934 to Caribbean parents from Grenada and Barbados. From a young child, she found refuge in words. She once said, "Poetry is not a luxury, it's a vital necessity of our existence." Her writing confronted racism, sexism, homophobia head on. She refused to choose between being black or being a woman or being gay. She was all of it, and she demanded to be seen as a whole. Her poetry collections, including Cold, the Black Unicorn, and the Cancer Journals, weren't just literature, they were lifelines. Through her words, she told the truth many were afraid to say. That anger can be fueled, that self-definition is survival. And that silence is complicity. In the 1970s and the 1980s, as feminists was dominated by white voices, Lorde called for the movement's blind spot. She said the master's tool would never dismantle the master's house. It wasn't a slogan, it was a strategy. She challenged everyone, black, white, male, female, to grow braver into humanity. When she was diagnosed with breast cancer, she turned her pain into purpose again, writing about her journey, her body, her fears, and doing it so she gave voice to thousands of women silenced by shame. Why does this still matter today? Because Audre Lorde showed us that identity is not division, it's depth. She believed difference is not something to fear, it's something to study. Her work became the blueprint for intersectionality before the term even existed. She said, "I'm deliberate and afraid of nothing." And she lived that way until her death in 1992. So what about you? What truth have you been quiet about for too long? Audre Lorde reminds us that speaking truth is not anger, it's healing. And that liberation starts when we dare to define ourselves. And listen, we understand that we're all unfolding. We're all continuing to grow. We're continuing to build. But be inspired by not only the lessons of Audre Lorde, but all of our Black history figures that we cover here in this Urban Intellectuals program. Because we understand that 5 minutes a day keeps the miseducation away. I want to encourage you to stay curious, stay consistent, and keep learning what they tried to bury. If you enjoyed this lesson and you want to go deeper, go ahead and click the link and to learn more about our Black History flashcards and our membership programs here at Urban Intellectuals. Let's start reclaiming our story one card at a time. Till next time, good people, I'm Freddie Taylor, the CEO and founder of Urban Intellectuals. Love, peace, and power to the people.